Hey you guys, it's MJ from Love. How are you? I Today I want to talk about assumptive reasoning. What do we really need? And this came about because yesterday, you know how you all get your hi Julie. Yeah. You know how we get the ads before our the ads that come up before YouTube videos, right? And most of us are probably used to hearing like the first 5 seconds of an ad. And this one really got me because I guess it must be something to do with the content that I watch, or who knows exactly how these algorithm things work as far as like pumping us with the correct advertising that aligns with stuff that we watch. But I get a lot of those like freedom. Like, are you still stuck in a 9 to 5? You need to claim your freedom and buy my product that's going to help you claim your freedom and become an online marketer and make lots of money from internet. but really, it's true. Like, there's a lot of people who have broken free and who have managed to, take step away from corporate lifestyle or simply the 9 to 5 working paradigm and moved into a more expansive living. I'm acutely aware, though, that whether you're doing a 9 to 5 or you're being of service or you're marketing online, it's still um, there's still a lot of creative energy. There's still a lot of so-called like work that needs to be put into it. So any of the kind of smoke and mirrors illusions around making money in business, and for some reason I'm thinking a lot about things like network marketing. There's a few companies internationally that some of us might be aware of. A makeup with vegan well-being brand called Arbonne, and there's another one called Forever Young or something. Anyway, doTERRA is a new one with essential oils, and they're essentially, I would say, probably quite good products, but they tend to be just ever so slightly overpriced. And then what they do is sort of sell you the spiel. You buy into the pitch, as it were, and then you go around pitching other people to buy into the brand. So basically, you're working for a company, but under the illusion of you working for yourself. Like, here, have our products and you can go sell them. It's a fair enough business model. It's just not something that I've ever been particularly keen on, because I feel like sometimes people use products and then it's like this weird trap where people think it's the product that's bringing them freedom, when in my awareness I'm like, no, it's always just you. You're the one that's creating and pioneering your own freedom. Don't give your power to Arbonne or give your power to, well, anything for that matter, anything outside of us. Okay. Bah, bah, bah. So assumptive reasoning is an expression that's coming up more and more for me, as far as like, especially like engaging in different kind of exchanges and social dynamics. And more I'm aware of how like we basically we have this perception of this reality, and that we don't even realize how much of our perception is based in assumption, i.e., false perception. It's not ultimately true. We just assume that it's true. And the reason, okay, so going back to the ad that I randomly saw around like the freedom lifestyle, one of the first things, obviously, because it's only 5 seconds that we watch the ad before skipping, and the first like 5 minutes, this guy is just on the TV going, or on the YouTube video, just going like, now we all need money to survive, or something like, we all know that we need money to survive in this world. And like, there's like these little like these little church bells going off in my mind, being like, but that's not true. We don't need money. I would say, let's break it down to a deeper truth, is that humans need clean air, humans need fresh water, humans need some healthy food, and humans need one another and the earth, obviously. In no way, for our survival, do we need money. Money is a construct that we created. We created the economy. We created money. Thus, we don't need it for our survival. And yet, Full grown adults are going around with the assumptive reasoning that we need money to survive. What a disservice we do to ourselves when we actually operate from that mode, right? Because it just sort of highlights to me how far away we are from our like integrity. It's and yet we've sold out. And that's something I think that's tough for a lot of us to swallow the pill of our self responsibility, because we have to face the fact that we all got sold a lie, and that at some point in our soul's journey we bought in. We bought into the great lie, and like now we have to be like, oops, like, and i.e. feeling all these feelings, shame and guilt and um anger and whatever. It's like, yeah, no shit, we're these exquisite humans that bought into a really shitty construct, and now we're going, oh fuck. And like, I some of us maybe want to run away from it, some of us would just want to like, i.e. why do you think so many of us are having these deep profound healings around suicide and around unworthiness? Yo, we're going to the depths of our unworthiness, we're going to the depths of our distortion, hence why those sort of statements for someone like me are becoming increasingly like, that's not true. I.e., how many of us, we've probably done it too, and so many around us. Well, you need money to survive here. So, like, no, you don't at all. Like, money is like this thing that just like, it's energy, it's exchanges, it's blah 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 blah. Oh, hey there. Hi, hi, hi. They are programmed into the three dimension to keep them away from their purpose and dreams. Pretty much, yeah. And again, when we're disconnected and we buy into that kind of fearful illusion of you need money to survive, I'm like, gosh darn, that's tricky. And ultimately, what we've done is that we've created this economy which now is enslaving us and destroying our home. And then everyone's going around like, "Well, you need money to survive," and I'm like, "I'm pretty sure you don't. Actually, I'm pretty sure, like, like it's like we don't need that at all. We just totally believed it, right?" And so, um, that's basically it for today. That's the noodle that 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 came up for me. It was like assumptive reasoning, right, Julie? It's totally true. And yet, and then this is part of, I think, what we like to noodle with or outwork is how that assumptive reasoning or like again, like sort of belief system is totally what then traps us in these weird narcissistic and or codependent relationships, because we're all having to like like fight for the money, when really we should, as a humanity, probably be more concerned with everybody. And this is where, like, for rizzles, my heart of compassion, I'm like, guys, like, it's not fun for me to live in the lap of luxury while the majority of humanity is like starving. So I'm like, one, we could fundamentally, foundationally restructure so that like everybody's got clean water, clean air, some shelter, everyone has access to education and energy where needed. Okay, so then that's covered. And then we can have economy and or transactional types of community operation where people have the ability to create more, or people have an ability to spread their wings in such a way. Just because we take away the construct of a debt-based economy, to me that doesn't remove our ability to grow. If anything, it enhances it. So instead of being bound to our creative structure aligning itself with a debt-based economy, we then use our creativity to bridge that construct into a construct that serves more. Something that Kurt talks a lot about is the resource-based economy, right? Mm, economy, I think, is not in alignment. Help me understand. Talk to me more about that. Um, well, and the way I see it again as well is that we built and pioneered the world economy based in the illusion of fear. That's why it's so imbalanced. That's why it's so toppled over. Is that, well, and this is where I sort of think as well is that um, um So this is where it feels like economy is based in I'm better, I work harder, I do more. Yeah. Progress in the physical dualistic sense, right? Worthiness in an externalized sense. So we externalize the economy, thus it is an externalization of our duality, of our good, bad, right, wrong. When I'm a good girl, or when I can work hard, or when I can do blah blah blah, I'm better, I work hard. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I.e. ego. So it's all intertwined with our external projection of self rather than the truth of ourself, which is infinite, which is then it blows the economy wide open because the economy no longer enslaves and empowers over people. Instead, people are the economy, i.e. currency, so that we find and adapt here again, we can only find a harmonious exchange when we ourself are anchored in our harmony place, right? I can only ebb and flow with my finances and with my currency when I'm in flow, when I'm yeah, and that's the only way I kind of see it working, is that my economic reality is always in pure alignment with my flow of self. I would say on a global level, yeah. And then this is where I start to feel into, although I don't talk about this kind of stuff a lot, but it would have been a kind of controller energy that established the economy, right? Like a controller, like, oh, look at that place. Ooh," and then like a siphoning, because again, this is where it's a bit of a head mess, but this is where we want to bridge into spiritual warfare, like, and the battle of the light and the dark in our universe. And so in the darkness, it's like, sweet, let's embed here in siphon energy. And the creation of money as a construct has been about siphoning the energy of humanity, i.e. keep them enslaved, keep them disempowered, keep them remembering, or rather under the illusion, so that they cannot remember who they are. the Once we become more empowered as a beingness, the controller energy can't control us anymore. This is part of the reason we're undergoing this, why we're all connecting with one another, is because we truly are breaking down as on a globe. What did you say? Something about a death process, and that the intuition was saying that this is something the entire globe is going through, right? So everything that we've built up is falling down. And again, the paradox is that our old mindset would want to be like, oh my god, there's everything's crumbling. Except no, we're more evolved now. So in our evolved state, what we're doing is actually kind of meditating and relaxing and like being care bears, just sort of shining light on the false. And or as we shine the light, which we've already done, we now move into a more grounded and anchored truth. Yes, yes, Julie, because things built in fear are an illusion, 100%. And there again, it's like I'm literally seeing as the vessel, we are the projector. So imagine a movie projector, and like we are that projector. So whatever of us isn't anchored in our heart, i.e., like our divinity, our broader aspect, our galactic self, our infinite self, our Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, when we're not creating from that place, we're actually just like projecting stuff out, unconscious and conscious, right? But most of us don't want to deal with the unconscious. We don't want to deal with the shit that doesn't feel good. So we deny it and we perpetuate bullshit ideas like, well, we just need money to survive. So, and you're like, well, it's true. I'm not denying that that is fucking real. As in, like, me too. I use money to buy stuff. But you guys see what I'm saying, is that it's a constructed reality. We don't have to buy into that because it's not ultimately true. The human form on this planet only needs to be in alignment with the plant herself, right? Oh, girlfriend, and true. But this is where I'm in harmony with the collective. Oh, sweet CC. Look, Julie, Julie. It's like, I feel that now, but I'm also like depressed. And then CC pops up. Anyone else having a rough day? Girlfriend? Well, and like within the last 24 hours, I got a message from a really, really tight friend basically reaching out, being like, I could really use someone to just tell me like it's okay to feel like shit today because I can't even, right? And the sleep is hitting people like everyone that I'm in in touch with, and then internet friends as well. Everyone seems to be, and it's peculiar because the highs and lows. So people might be like, "Hey, hi, I'm feeling pretty good today. Hey, I'm pretty awake." And then what did my friend, she described it as, it felt like somebody was just putting a, like, she'd be fine, and then somebody would like stick a straw into her and just be like, and she'd suddenly be like, "Ugh," like suddenly just like super, super duper sleepy. So, oh, oh, centipede. I got to say, those are some creatures, love and light for sure, but like, kind of icks, Rose. Girlfriend, sweet CC, what can we do for you, my glorious friend? You're in love. Um, how does it feel? Sometimes I find detaching from the story and dealing with the underlying fuckity feelings, because like, there again, this is why I think it's so juicy to talk about feelings, because like they're so, like, I don't think we have words for all the different feelings that some of us feel, as far as like, so like just then with the centipede stuff, it was like, yeah. Oh, and only because I'm sure there's some B movie that is really nasty with a centipede in it, or a human centipede. I don't know. I don't even want to finish the sentence because I'm like, like it's so X-Files, right? Um, and so randomly, I want to just go back to like the assumption reasoning, and something that you were saying about, Julie mentions like anything built in fear is an illusion, i.e., yeah, projected fearful state, versus a broader aspect, which is us actually vibrating just love and unity, which means that like, um, it's like holding the whole in love rather than living in illusion. It's like powerful but incredibly humble and gracious as well. The guy who told me the story totally walked out in a cab too, making it so strange. I paid for it. How weird, girl. Oh my gosh. Isn't this gorgeous, you guys? I feel like I'm getting like perfect troll cues for the time to go. And I gotta say, I think I'm getting a lot better of like not getting triggered by negative comments, because I'm now just proper like discernment vibes, as far as like comments that hit up against me. And even if it's really nice comments, sometimes certain comments just like hit me and I'm like, "Ugh." I'm not sure why, but I can't engage it because there's no clarity. Whereas you guys know, if we're engaged as well, or especially if we're working together, that like the clarity is the clarity, i.e., you feel, yeah, you just feel the resonance, right? I know, I know. Sweet CC in particular, I'm just wanting to give you loads of love, my friend, because you're never alone. Feel free to shout me an email if you're ever like, ah, what are the energies doing? Because holy cow, depression. I have had really quite like stable, like awesome people in these last either 6 weeks or these last 6 months. People have just been like, what is going on? What is actually happening? Like, I can't, I'm not meh, and nothing has gone what we thought, and everyone's sort of like breaking down, and or in my heart of compassion, people are losing people, and nothing is, and yet our feet are on the ground, more and more of us are showing up, and like good things are really happening, and we're going to keep moving. This is the depth of where we've been in this last 6 months, is like we've been literally scraping the bottom of our energy barrel to bottom out, so that we can finally once and for all transform the lowest of the low of our fearful projections based in the illusion of fear and separation, guilt, shame. We're starting to work a little bit more tangibly with resentment and vengeance, and those sort of energies. And so increasingly, really truly truly, I promise, from here on out, more and more of us are actually going to feel supported. It's not that there's no challenge, it's not that we're suddenly like becoming angelic beings of love and light. No, we become actually more fully human, more sentient, more alive. And then that allows us to have the strength to carry on and to carry forward. However, for a lot of us, we are going to be able to see the changes and feel the changes and be supported in our changes. And then we can support other people, because that's the majority of humans that I end up coming across are either going through mega transformation, i.e., breakdown, don't matter. You might call it a midlife crisis breakdown, but I work with people really from pretty much all ages. And so, hi, Fifth World, you gorgeous, glorious being. Check out Fifth, you guys. I got to see her gorgeous face. We don't often get to see Fifth's face, but like it was just so nice to see your beauty, your presence, the glory of God shining and radiating from you. I need a sleepover too, sweet CC. Oh, you guys, I made another video for the France retreat. I really want to get it sold. So if any of you are up for coming to France, please do come along. Message me. If the price point's too high, don't worry, I'll give you some deals. Okay, I really want to get some people on this retreat. I've got 2 bookings now. So that means I've got room for 6 more, and I would love to see you. And 6 that can just contact me if you need some loving. Yes, sweet CC, Julie, you're also like in honor of the 5th world. So yeah, what do we really need? Well, money is definitely not something we need to survive here. That's a construct we created. We can actually uncreate it and like vibe with more, vibe with more love, right? Oh, sweet CC. I'm like, I feel called to like reach out to you, but my money is going to paying a creepy dude's bar tab. How weird, girlfriend. But then this is, I gotta say, this is just kind of the energies, and it's part of why we're all finally connecting. There's a resonance, a familiarity for a lot of us, and that's why we're collecting. I think of it as like skydiving and linking arms. I don't know if that makes it easier or not, but like, but more to do with the fact that we are rising, so we need one another to stay grounded as we continue to rise up. Because again, we're not going back where we've been. We're not going back into those depths and those depressions and all the confusion. We're actually climbing out of it. So there's where we can start to be like, guys, it's gonna keep getting better, but we still have to keep doing the work, which is part of again, breaking free from the illusion of 3D paradigm, because we're so effing programmed to feel like we're working towards a goal. One day we're going to get there and then everything's going to be better, or one day we're going to meet this person, everything's going to get better. No, we're already there. We're here now. We're no longer in this new way of being. Are we chasing anything? We're already the presence of God. We're already the presence of Christ. We're already the presence of love, omnipotent love, right? That just transforms the entire world of fear because it's not serving the human population anymore, or the earth. Because a lot of us, again, I've talked about this as the galactic stuff, but a lot of us as beings responded to the earth call. We're not actually particularly invested in the humanness, but I mean, there's a love for humanity, but it's like earth. It's like the story of earth is what we're in alignment with as planetary and intergalactic beings. And now that we're here and we've spent a few lifetimes here, a lot of us are actually quite invested in the human story. We're like, God damn it, you guys really are quite beautiful. You just veiled the shit. You forgot your heritage, which they did. And now they're like, lowly slaves, all corrupted and forgetful. Anywho, listen to me. What am I even saying? I have a message from you guys. It's just fear manifesting. You're not even, it's just magic and all amazing. Love you, sweet CC. I can feel you climbing out of the darkness. Yes. Julie, Luke asked me, Mom, what's this? Dragon. Well, this is part of like, again, when you know this, Julie, but when you connect with children, they're totally infinite. They don't have the barriers of like reality and like reality. This is reality. They're already in their imaginative capacity. So like children are um this might sound bizarre. No, probably not to most of you, but in my reality, I'm like, children are more evolved in a sense. They might not have matured in human form, but they are as souls more and more evolved. It's like, i.e., generational evolution. It's the fact that more and more of the younger children coming through, more and more of the younger children coming through, especially choosing parents that gravitate in this sort of community, they know the truth. Like, they're already vibrating a lot more lightness and a lot more kind of crystalline structure. Well, that's really awful. Gosh golly. Okay, you guys, I feel that's me. I sometimes shares like this are funny because um really, like, it's super short and concise. Like, I could say everything that I really wanted to say in a 2 minute, just like assumptive reasoning. You don't really need money to survive. That's a construct. That's a construct. So let's talk about moving away from that as a construct and moving to a world where, like, all humans belong here. All humans get free water, get free education, get free energy, get yummy, delicious organic food. That we don't have corporations like destroying the planet and enslaving humanity to siphon the innocence and to keep their divide and conquer, control and domination energy alive here. No, no, no. We just anchor down. We stand in the power of our light, beam the light from our hearts, and are like, you guys, go away now. Thanks a lot. And then we just claim the freedom of truth, which is love. And then we vibe that, and we walk in divinity forward in our life path and just shine for our brothers and sisters who also somehow, some way, are going to remember their truth. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, you guys. Sweet CC. Yeah, I'm not lying. Like, this felt like a proper, like, whoa, powerful. And let's stay in touch, Fifth World. Stay in touch. We're gonna exchange notes at some point. Sweet CC, Julie. Julie, we chatted already about the retreats coming up. So we've got June 19th to 23rd, paragliding yoga in the French Alps. Pardon me, you guys. October 8th to 12th in Morocco. Next February, Morocco. Next June, we're going to Kauai. And the one in June, I just feel really like it's gonna be some epic shiznaz for shizzles, manizzles. Oh, I love how much you love each other as well, and how much you guys support each other, because it just like, yeah, I just feel sleepover hugs, big love for everybody. Hi, Jazz, how are you, my friend? Big hugs. And think about the epic astrology, and then the nice thing about the Kauai retreat is it can be contained, but the numbers can be a bit higher. So, like, cheaper for you guys, but but more numbers. So hence why I feel that some of us, like matriarchs, will end up there, because like, it would just be good for holding space and the beauty of exchanges. So sleepover hugs. I'm just like virtual hugging you guys, like, for shizzles, and imagining the virtual hugs, which often happens at the end of the trip. I'm feeling intuitively like I do want the Kauai to be a bit longer. Maybe just a whole week, like 7 days instead of 5 or something like that. Just because, like, I'll be flying out there, but I'll probably stay in Hawaii for a little while, like, just to soak up the vibrashe. All right, you guys. I know most of you are off to sleep, so sleep really, really good. I love you. I'm so thankful for you. And oh, of course, Sweet CC. Well, that's the perfect plan, isn't it? I'll do host retreat in Kauai, and then we can all head over to Maui and visit Sweet CC, because because we can. I'm so thankful for you guys, all your comments, your sharing, and just mainly like what you do, right? Like, yeah, just for you showing up as you. Hi, Jazz Sinclair. How peculiar. You've just written, I sub to Tree Hugger Dave. He's a good guy. I literally just subbed to Tree Hugger this morning. He, how connected are we? I saw he posted a message on, I think, one of Fifth's videos, and then because I saw the message, I went to his channel, thinking I'd already subbed, but I wasn't subbed, so I subbed. Oh, how wonderful. Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, I love you big time. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see you soon, you guys. Have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll speak to you real soon. Sleep good. Peace out, my friends.